Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. It is the last Wednesday in 2023. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, welcome. Come on into the room. It is Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee. And I am here on this last Wednesday of 2022. I wanted to talk to you about not making a New Year's resolution because we talked about that last week, but really asking yourself some reflective questions. Before I get into that, my name is Renee Cage. If we haven't met, we already haven't met because we're following each other, Facebook friends, all that good stuff. I am a licensed clinician, lifestyle strategist, speaker trainer, and I help women, women leaders combat stress, overwhelm, unfulfillment, burnout so they can be aligned, get in alignment with their purpose, their passion, live within their success, stand in their success while creating balance, creating the balance that they want and deserve. But today, and how we do that is that first of all, we get rid of all negative energy, we get rid of all dead weight, we shift our mindset about what we can do. We take the word can't out and we just lean into our superpowers. We release the pressure of being superwoman and we lean in to our ability to not be hustling, but with ease and flow. At least that's for me. And the people that I work it with, we're done with that hustle hard, blah blah blah. I mean that's good. Going after the bag, all of that, right? But what's most important, hey Nisi, what's most important is your mental health. What's most important is your well-being. What's most important is your health. That's the new wealth because you can't do anything else if those things are out of whack, right? So talking about 2023, what do you want, Nisi? How do you want back on? What do you want your 2023 to look like? So, some questions. Have some questions. I'm gonna run them down. It's a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna say them all, but it's a lot. And one of the questions is you need to ask yourself, do you use your time wisely? How are you using your time? I do a lot of trainings and giveaways and things and tools and strategies on how to use your time. So ask yourself, are you using your time wisely? Are you procrastinating? Are you doing busy work? Are you avoiding stuff? Are you using your time wisely? We all have the same amount of time in a day. 1,440 minutes. How are you using your time? Okay. And are you taking anything for granted? Last week I talked a lot about gratitude, being grateful, having a grateful heart. What are you taking for granted? Who are you taking for granted? What are you taking for granted? Ask yourself, are you employing a healthy perspective? It's your mindset. Are you looking at things in a healthy way? Are you living true to yourself? What does that mean? What are your values? What are your beliefs? What are your desires? What are your passions? Are your daily actions in alignment with that? Only you can answer that. Do you wake up every morning? I know sometimes you're like, but do you wake up every morning feeling like, yes, grateful, happy? I'm gonna take this day on. It's all good. Or you like wake up, if you waking up, then it's time to reassess because each day that we get to open up our eyes and wake up, we should be bouncing out the bed and happy, full of energy, ready. If that's not you, take an assessment. Okay. Let's see. Am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? That subconscious belief, what is on your mind? We have these thoughts, we ruminate. So we have like 70,000 thoughts a day, and majority of them are negative. So you got to be intentional about shifting those thoughts. And they say 90% of those thoughts is something from the day before. So you're just regurgitating garbage. Be intentional about what you want to think about, especially when it's bedtime. How are you? What's your bedtime routine? How are you shutting yourself down? Are you reading something pleasant? Are you doing some gratitude or writing in your journal, listening to a bedtime story or something, listening on your Calm app? So many things you can do to reshift your brain. Or are you scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, and all of that stuff? Now, some of that stuff is funny. I get a lot of entertainment, but it can also be very disruptive to your sleep. So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about before you go to sleep? Another thing is, what am I taking care of my body physically? You got to think about that. Everybody, beginning of the year, be like, I'm going back to the gym, I'm going to eat right, la, 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 la. All of that is important. Are you taking care of yourself? What are you putting into your body? Your body is your temple. You're making the choices. Nobody's force feeding you, right? So take an assessment. Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? Do you know how to just let go? Some things we do not have control over. Like, for instance, I know those people were stranded Southwest. It was out of their control. I know it's stressful. They missed flights. They didn't see family. It was just all of these things, right? But that is something that was out of people's control. You can't control the weather. The flights couldn't go because they said the weather. Hey, do you want to be up in the air when this weather is bad and something happened? No. How do you manage your stress? How do you manage your stress when things happen? Because shit happens that we do not have control of. Okay. Um, and this last one, it's not this last one, but I have another one. Am I achieving the goals that I've set for myself? Now, sure, each year we set some goals. I think you should like set yearly goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, right? What's your intentions? Now, sure, we may not do everything that is on that list, but take an assessment. Did you do some of it? Did you do half of it? Did you work on it? Did you abandon it? It's okay. Just take a look, it's a reassessment, get on back on that horse again. But one of the questions when you are looking to really lean into who you want to be, you have to ask yourself, who am I? I know we go through this journey of life asking, like, who am I? What is my purpose? What's my life purpose here? What am I supposed to be doing here? You know, it that's only for you to answer. It's only for you to answer. Sometimes it takes lots of bumping of the head to figure out your likes, your wants, your desires. But that's for you to define, not anyone else, not our parents, not our friends, family, TV, or race, or gender. You get to decide that, okay? But one of the things to help you shift, like where are you spending your energy at, is think about what are the things that you worry about? Are they something that sometimes we'll be worrying about things and they don't even come to fruition? Oh, what about this? And what about that? Right? Overanalyzing shit. What are you worrying about? What's your worry? And then ask yourself, okay, then what? So if that worry comes true, what does that mean? Oftentimes it doesn't. It may mean something that you might not be happy with, but is it something that you can't deal with? I bet you can. I bet you can, because you didn't dealt with things before, right? Question. So if this was your last day of your life, what would I've had? What would I've had? What would I have the same plans for today? Let me read that again. If this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? So say for instance, it's like this is the last. They say, hey, you only got one more day. What would be your plans? Would you change your plans? I think we should live our lives like it's the last one, right? Think about what is the things that scares you. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Use that fear to lean into it and come through it because it's your courage. When you're done, when you come through it, because you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. We can. We really, really can. Right? Really. When we say, I can't do it, you've already made the decision. So you can, then you will. So just think about your language. This is a good one. Am I holding on to something that I need to let go of? What are you holding on to that is baggage, is energy, is person, whatever? What is it that you're holding on to that you need to let go? A grudge? What is it? Unforgiveness, anger, resentment. What do you need to let go? A habit? Think about it. I love this one. If not now, then when, right? We always delay life, right? Well, when the kids are out of school, or when I lose 10 pounds, or if I, why? Why are you waiting? Why? Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Waiting on what? Your happiness, your whatever you want, it starts now. Now, in the moment, in the moment. What matters the most to you, right? What am I doing about the things that matters the most? So when you just decide things that are important to you, then again, how is your daily steps in life and lifestyle in alignment to those things that you say that are important to you, the things that that you hold, value to? Have you made somebody smile today? Smile. Smiling is contagious. You smile at one person, they smile. It's just smile. Have you made somebody smile today? And it can be very simple. Just saying, hello, how are you? Just really small things. What have you given up on? Is there something that you said you want to do, something you want to pursue? I've always wanted to fill in the blank. Have you given up on that dream? Oh, I'm too old now, or I'm too what now? No. Nope. We're going to remove that from our vocabulary. You are enough. You can do it. It's just all about your own mindset. Okay. When did I push past the boundaries of my comfort zone? If we don't push past our comfort zone, we don't grow. There's no growth. Staying stagnant and comfortable. Comfortable is good. Comfortable is for slippers. Okay. There's no growth in staying in your comfort zone. The transformation is in the discomfort. It's in the difficulty. There's a lesson there. There's something there. So whatever, it's not worth having if you don't work at it. It's okay to work at it. Let's see. Said if I had to instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby, I would say, but if I had to instill one piece of advice, what would you say to your 18-year-old self? What would you say to your 18-year-old self? What advice would you give your 18-year-old self? For me, I would say be kinder to yourself. For me, I would say practice deep breathing. I wish I would have knew deep breathing when I was 18. For me, I would say know your worth. For me, I would say don't accept wooden nickels. That's a line from my mom. But yeah, there's a lot of things I would tell my 18-year-old, but it's okay. But that 18, that 25, that 30, she had to learn. She had to learn. Sometimes you wish you could kind of go back and say, hey, I wish I can just put this in your ear and you wouldn't have to do all of these things to learn the lessons. But lessons are beautiful. Lessons are beautiful. Um, let's see. Ask yourself, who has had the greatest impact on your life? When I think about the greatest impact on my life, I think about my mom that raised me. She had the greatest impact on my life. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for her, just for her love, unconditional love, her guidance, and just some of those old values she instilled in me. Yeah. And the value about being kind and education and all that good stuff. So um but think about it. Think about those questions. But think about like how's your favorite way to spend your day? Right? What's the things that make you sing, smile, that makes you feel good when you're doing it? It's your responsibility to put those things in your life every day. Can't nobody do it for you. And if you're gonna wait around for somebody to do it for you, could be sadly disappointed. Disappointed, right? Um, but think about like when you are experiencing, maybe it says, this is a good question. When I'm in pain, physical or emotional, what's the kindest thing you can do for yourself? Think about kindness to yourself, self-compassion. How are you to a friend? Be that way to yourself. You know, oxygen mask on first. It's easy sometimes for us to be nice to others, kind to others, encouraging to others, but we do not give ourselves that same grace. So this year, more grace, more kindness, more self-compassion for yourself, self-compassion, compassion for others, but self-compassion. And taking care of yourself and being unapologetic. I said this last week. That is my word for 2023. Unapologetic. I choose me unapologetically. So when you think about what do you want to do for 2023, think about those questions. Ask yourself the hard questions. And then listen to the answer. Be real with your answers with yourself. Okay. Think about all of the things you have done. Think about all the things that you want to do. Use visualization, deep breathing, journaling, all of those simple, easy tools to help you feel good every day. Go see a therapist, go work with a coach, get your workout buddy, fill yourself up, fill your cup up, fill your cup up. And know that I'm here for you. If you're not already a member, join our Facebook group, Boss Ladies on a Journey for Limitless Possibilities. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Renee Cage, LCSW. Follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. Know that every Wednesday, at least most Wednesdays, I host Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee, where we talk about things all related to your self, personal, and professional development. And once a month, I also host the Empower Hour with the Cheryl Grant Fit platform. So hope to see you on one of those bat lines. This is a happy, happy, happy time, y'all. Happy time. If you're breathing, it's a happy time. So happy New Year. Stay safe out there. Enjoy each and every moment. Each moment, the present moment is the most important moment. The future is all great, but living in the right now and the right here is the most important thing for you to do for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself a hug, pat on the back, acknowledgement, job well done. Yeah, do that. Download the app I Am. It's a great affirmation app. I love it. It just peppers me with lovely sayings all day, and it's free. Do that. Use your app. Use your app for good. I know we do all, you're watching me on Instagram, Facebook, all that right now, but there's other apps that can help enhance your well-being. Turn your phone off, use the do not disturb, all that. Power down. Power down. And be gentle and kind with yourself. We're done with Superwoman. Done with her. Bye, Superwoman. We leaving her in 2022. Okay. Take care. See you next Wednesday. Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee. Peace. Happy New Year.